Hey guys, and welcome to the first results video for the Hurling in the league. Once again, apologies for this going up late, but I was caught, like I said, in my football results video. So let's jump straight in, shall we? So up first we have a Ryan 3B clash between Fermanagh and Cavan. Cavan opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first 8 minutes. Fermanagh finished the half in the lead though, 116 to 4 points. So a good comeback by Fermanagh. And Fermanagh opened the second half scoring with another 3 points 8 minutes in to really extend their lead. And the game eventually finished Fermanagh 120, Cavan 13. So a big win for Fermanagh. Final score, Fermanagh 120, Cavan 13. Next up we have a Royne 3A clash between Armagh and Louth. And Louth opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first minute. And they finished the half in the lead, 1-8 to 7 points. So a good start for Louth, but Armagh hanging in there. Louth opened the second half with a goal 1 minute in. So they extended their lead quite a bit. And the game eventually finished Armagh 216. Louth 312. So Armagh managed to pull it off. They actually managed to pull it off by 1 point. Despite Louth getting 3 goals, Armagh managed to rack up the points and just outdo them in the end. So final score, Armagh 216, Louth 312. So our next game is Derry v Sligo in Royne 2B. Sligo opened the scoring, going 2 points up in the first 3 minutes. And they finished the half in the lead, 2-3 to 10 points. So a point in it at half time. Derry opened the second half scoring with 2 points 4 minutes in to put them ahead. And the game eventually finished Derry 214. Sligo 114. So Derry ended up winning in the end by 3 points. Sligo unfortunate to miss out after leading at halftime. Final score, Derry 214, Sligo 114. Next up we have Laois v Tipperary in Royne 1 Group B. Tipperary opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first minute. And they finished the half in the lead, 7 points to 11. So 4 points in it at half time. Tipperary also opened the second half scoring with 4 points 4 minutes in to bring them into an 8-point lead. And the game eventually finished Laois 114. Tipperary 21 points. So a good win for Tipperary, and I was right. I put Tipperary to win by 4 points. Won by 4 points. So final score, Laois 114, Tipperary 21 points. Okay, our final Saturday game is a Royne 1 Group A match between Cork and Clare. Clare opened the scoring, going 2 points up in the first 3 minutes. But Cork finished the half in the lead, 119 to 19. So Cork finishing the first half with a 10-point lead. And Cork opened the second half scoring with 2 more points 5 minutes in. So Cork really starting to run away with it. And the game eventually finished Cork 230. Clare 221. So a very good 9-point win for Cork. Was not expecting it. I only expected it to be by 3 points. They ended up doing it by 9 points. So a very dominant win for Cork. Final score, Cork 230, Clare 221. Okay, for the first of our Sunday games, we have Lancashire versus Leitrim in Royne 3B. And the scoring opened Lancashire 1-4, Leitrim 3 points. If you're wondering why I'm doing it differently, it's because the Twitters did not give the minutes, and well, they did give the minutes, but it was usually like 12 minutes in and all the scoring had already started, like ages before that. But anyway, Leitrim finished the half in the lead, 2-4 to 11 points. Leitrim opened the second half scoring with a goal and 1 point. So really starting to take the lead now. And the game eventually finished Lancashire 2-8. Leitrim 4-16. So Leitrim with quite a decisive win. So final score, Lancashire 2-8, Leitrim 4-16. Up next we have Roscommon v Tyrone in Royne 3A. Roscommon opened the scoring going 3 points up. And Roscommon also finished the half in the lead 14 points to 5. So a good lead at halftime for Roscommon. Tyrone opened the second half scoring with a goal to close the gap down to 6 points. And the game eventually finished Roscommon 20 points. Tyrone 117. So a draw in the end. Tyrone managing to come back after falling behind. So the final score, Roscommon 20 points, Tyrone 117. Our next game is another Royne 3A clash between Warwickshire and Monaghan. So Warwickshire opened the scoring with a goal in the first 9 minutes. But Monaghan finished the half in the lead 2-3 to 1-7. So Monaghan holding on by a point. Warwickshire opened the second half scoring with a point 9 minutes in, which brought things all square. The game eventually finished Warwickshire 2-8, Monaghan 1-12. So final score, Warwickshire 2-8, Monaghan 1-12. So next up we have a Royne 3A, or is it 2B? 2B clash between Mayo and Wicklow. The scoring opened, Mayo getting 4 points and Wicklow getting 2 points. Mayo finished the half in the lead 110 to 1-5. So Mayo having a good end to the first half by 5 points. Uh, the second half scoring opened Mayo 1-12, Wicklow 1-8. So Mayo just about holding out, and the game eventually finished Mayo 2-15, Wicklow 2-15. So it finished all square in the end. So the final score, Mayo 2-15, Wicklow 2-15. Next we have another Royne 2B clash between Donegal and London. London opened the scoring going 2 points up in the first 8 minutes. Donegal finished the half in the lead 1-8 to 4 points. So a good first half for Donegal. The second half scoring opened Donegal 1-11. London 6 points. So Donegal still with the lead. And the game eventually finished Donegal 3-16. London 8 points. So Donegal with a dominant win over London. So the final score, Donegal 3-16, London 8 points. Next up, we have a Royne 2A clash between Down and Carlow. And Carlow opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first 9 minutes. Down finished the half in the lead, 1-4 to 6 points. The second half scoring opened Down 1-7. Carlow 9 points. So only a point in it as the second half got underway. And the game eventually finished Down 2-10. Carlow 1-12. So a good 1 point win for Down. Unfortunate for Carlow, they were so close. So there's your final score, Down 2-10, Carlow 1-12. So up next we have another Royne 2A clash between Westmeath and Kerry. Westmeath opened the scoring going 1 point up in the first 4 minutes. Westmeath managed to finish the half in the lead 2-6 to 6 points. So Westmeath with a 6 point lead at half time. And Westmeath opened the second half scoring with a goal and 2 points. So they really opened the gap at the beginning of the second half. The game eventually finished Westmeath 3-15, Kerry 1-15. So a dominant win for Westmeath. Final score, Westmeath 3-15, Kerry 1-15. So now we have another Royne 2A clash between Kildare and Meath. And Kildare opened the scoring going 1 point up in the first minute. Meath finished the half in the lead 5 points to 13. So Meath got a good comeback going into the end of the first half. Meath opened the second half scoring with another point 1 minute in. And the game eventually finished Kildare 15, Meath 18. So Kildare managed to pull it back in the second half, but Meath won it out in the end. Final score, Kildare 15 points, Meath 18 points. Okay, so now we have a Royne 1 Group B match between Dublin and Waterford. Dublin opened the scoring going 3 points up in the first 3 minutes. And they finished the half in the lead 11 points to 1-4. So a decent enough lead for Dublin at halftime. And Waterford opened the second half scoring with 2 points 2 minutes in. And the game eventually finished Dublin 21 points, Waterford 215. So a draw. I actually had Dublin to win this, but a draw. Waterford held out and got a draw. So the final score, Dublin 21 points, Waterford 215. Okay, so we have another Royal 1 Group B match between Kilkenny and Antrim. Antrim opened the scoring with a goal and a point in the first 2 minutes. So a very good start for Antrim. The team finished the half with 1-6 each. So all level at half time. Kilkenny opened the second half scoring with a goal and 5 points. And the game eventually finished Kilkenny 215, Antrim 3-9. So Kilkenny getting a very lucky win there. Antrim were really going for it. But in the end, Kilkenny managed to prevail. So the final score, Kilkenny 215, Antrim 3-9. Next up, we have the Royal 1 Group A match between Galway and Offaly. And Galway opened the scoring going 1 point up in the first 3 minutes. Galway finished the half in the lead, 112 to 8 points. So Galway really pulled away at the end of the first half. Offaly opened the second half scoring with 1 point 1 minute in. And the game eventually finished Galway 422. Offaly 17 points. So a very dominant win for Galway. I thought Offaly would manage to keep it to a 3-point gap, but no, Galway absolutely demolished them. So the final result, Galway 422, Offaly 17 points. Okay, our final game of the weekend, the Royal 1 Group A match between Wexford and Limerick. Wexford opened the scoring going 2 points up in the first 7 minutes. So a good start for Wexford. Limerick finished the half in the lead, 6 points to 7. So Limerick, as expected, managed to take the lead. Limerick opened the second half scoring with another point 2 minutes in. So once again, Limerick holding the lead as expected. But the game eventually finished Wexford 111, Limerick 11 points. So a shocking win for Wexford over Limerick. I put Limerick to win it by 9 points. But in the end, Wexford managed to pull it off, get a goal and win it by 3. So a very good win for Wexford. The final score, Wexford 111, Limerick 11 points. So there you have it. Those are the results for the hurling, and hopefully I'll get the next results video up in time, as well as the football ones. But for now, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share, and I will see you for the next one.